You don't have anything on you?
Wait a minute. Body cam teacher arrested for inappropriately, I'm gonna say that word, inappropriately touching a student in the classroom. Hey. Now look, I don't feel that anybody against their will should have to endure anything against their will. But there's a lot of people at that particular age that would have freely did what you wanted to do, especially if you looking like that. God damn, you got nails and shit, looking young and shit, and you want a child that don't want you. Why you didn't come and get me? Like, I would have let you. That's tough. I would have let you touch me all day at 12, 13 years old. Like, we can have fun. You want to get the motherfuckers. See, that be the problem, man. These motherfuckers be wanting somebody that don't want them. It's like they get a thrill out that shit. They want a motherfucker that don't want them. They don't want somebody that wants them. They like the thrill of getting and taking something. They want to take something from somebody. Look at you. You look young. You got a pretty face. You got all your teeth. You got nails on. You got a little swag about yourself. You know, white girl swag, hoodie with the jeans on. A nice truck. Man, we could have been having fun. Why wasn't none of y'all teachers around when I was in school? I always had old ass teachers and shit. Like Miss what was her name? Miss Maple. Miss Maple was an older teacher. I always had old teachers and shit. Miss Maple, she was a nice teacher, but she was old though. Like super old. And she had like them big ass, like prehistoric ass, you know what I'm saying, titties and shit that hung all the way down here to her belly button and past her navel and shit. And I'm not saying in the sense that Miss Mabel was trying to, you know, fondle with a child or anything. No, she wasn't with that. But she was a nice woman though. Like, she was so nice that you could talk to her about anything and she wouldn't judge you. So some of us, you know what I'm saying, less fortunate kids in the classroom that, you know, is already starting to go through puberty, because it was me and like two other students. We was going through puberty earlier before all the other kids in the classroom was going through puberty. So our testosterone and hormone levels was through the roof and shit. I mean, we was literally dry humping the daggone, you know what I'm saying, the daggone chair and shit. Like, that's how horny we was back when we was kids and shit. And all the other kids, they didn't understand why we was doing that. And I didn't understand why I was doing it either. I just kept on saying that my body is changing and shit. And I just got an aggression. Like, anything that I see in front of me, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? Take that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I wanted to do. That's tough. And it was me and two other students that wanted to do that shit. So we used to be cool with each other and shit like that or whatever, because we all understood what we was going through and stuff like that. But make a long story short, Miss Mayberry, she was an understanding teacher. And we used to look at Miss Mayberry, even though she was old and shit. Like I said, she had some big dumbass titties and shit like that. And we could talk to her about anything. She didn't like judge us or try to take us to the principal office or say, oh, you can't be saying them things to me and stuff. Like, she understood. I think she had grandchildren around our age, so she understood. You know what I'm saying? So, and then plus, she was like the best thing that we can look at, because all my other teachers was like guys and shit like that. Look, never in my life, there's never been a second in my life where I just got so wrapped up that I looked at a guy in a, you know, type of way. No, it's not going to happen with me. Like, my body just don't work that way. I feel for the people that bodies does work that way. My body don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? But she was our only teacher that we can look at like that and try to get our rocks off. But why I couldn't have a teacher like you? Why I couldn't have a teacher like you? You want to fondle with kids that don't even want you. You could have fondled with me. Austin, what's going on with you, baby? Let me see what this lady talking about. She out here touching kids and shit, man. You could have touched on me, baby. God damn, you look good.
You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need?
Yeah, whatever you need, like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're going to explain everything to you guys.
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yes, yeah, he's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downers Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
So, Austin, I know you just came in at the ass end, bro. This teacher right here, she was out here fondling with students and shit, with students that don't want her. And what I was sitting here trying to explain to the audience, that why I couldn't have a teacher like this when I was 12, 13 years old in school. Why we had to have all these ugly ass teachers. You know what I'm saying? In my public schooling, we had nothing but ugly ass teachers and shit. This lady right here looked like she ain't a day over 30. Looking good, smelling good, got her nails done, driving a nice old car and stuff like that. I would have had fun with her. My life would have been completed at 12, 13, 14 years old when I was at my horniest. Why I couldn't be in your class? Why? See, this is why I talk the shit that I talk about the women that I get out here, because as you can see, I don't have good success and I don't have good luck when it comes to women. See, a lot of y'all girlfriends and wives and shit like that, you know, God blessed y'all and you just happen to run across this woman. You wasn't even looking for her. You just happened to run across her and shit like that and you got lucky. Me, I actually got to go out there and seek for them. You know what I'm saying? Like a thief in the night. I got to go out there and hide behind bushes and peep through windows and shit like that and try to find these women. You know? That's tough! So when my body count is way higher than yours and your little lucky ass get nothing but luck all the time and get women thrown at you, but your body count way down here and mine's is way up here, don't talk to me. Don't watch how you talk to me. Because I actually got to go out here and seek for this shit. You ain't got to do nothing. You lucky ass bitch.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like, I'm oh my god. What the
See, this is what you get right here. This is exactly what you get. Who raised you? All right. Why would you sit there and try to find her with a student that don't even want your ass? Where there's thousands of students in the inner city of Chicago that would love to take your little snow bunny ass on a trip. We would love to sit there and say, oh yeah, I'm fucking the teacher. What? You fucking the teacher? You lying, boy. Man, I'm fucking the teacher. Why? She about to pull up on me right now. I'm about to call her up right now. Miss Brown, where you at? Hey, I'm over here. Hello? Oh, your husband's around? Oh, I need help with my homework. My mom don't understand it. Okay, your husband's gone? Okay, look, check this out, right? I'm over here on 83rd and Drexter. You need to pull up on me right now. Here she come, sneaking out the house, got her little hoodie on and shit, trying to look all devious and shit. She's sneaking up on me and shit. Got all my classmates and shit like that sitting there on the porch and looking and shit like, that ain't never Miss Brown right there talking to Fly and shit. School's been over for like the last 5 hours. What the hell's going on? And I done jumped in the car with Miss Brown and shit like that. I got naked photos of Miss Brown. See, there's 1,000 students in the city of Chicago that would love to have your ass. But you want to mess with these little, man, you want to mess with these students that don't even know who they are and shit. They don't know if they like boys or girls and shit. You want to mess with them and shit. God damn. Who raised you? I don't want to hear all that crying and shit.
On Sunday, March 16th, 2025, officers from the Downers Grove
March 16th, 2025. This is like a couple weeks ago. This is like 2 weeks ago. God damn. So you freshly got locked up.
Police Department stopped a vehicle on the 1300 block of Hughes Avenue in Downers Grove, an affluent village on the outskirts of Chicago.
As soon as I heard Downers Grove, my mouth dropped. I was sitting here. I didn't want to say it before he said it. But as soon as I heard Downers Grove, I was sitting there telling myself, like, I know this ain't the Downers Grove in Illinois. Bro, so you do live in Illinois and you was oh my God. That's tough. You live in Illinois. Oh my God, she lives in Illinois. Why can you be a teacher in the city of Chicago? Why are you a teacher in Downers Grove? Oh my gosh. Bro, she lived in Downers Grove. Let me tell y'all about Downers Grove real quick. Downers Grove is like a western suburb of Chicago, and it's kind of I wouldn't say it's a rich suburb, but you know, they got nice houses over there. Let me show y'all where Downers Grove is. I know where Downers Grove is. I've been there plenty of times. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Let me show y'all what Downers Grove is. Look, here you go. So here's Chicago right here. Downers Grove is over here somewhere. Downers Grove, Downers Grove, Downers Grove, Downers Grove. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? Downers Grove. It's over here somewhere. It's over here about like almost by the airport a little bit. Downers Grove. All right, they go Des Plaines, Inwood Park, Rivers Grove. It's up in here somewhere. Downers Grove, Downers Grove. Here we go, right here, Downers Grove. I know it was over here. So look, this is Chicago right here. Downers Grove is, damn, I just lost it. Downers Grove is, damn, I really just lost it. It should be right here. Damn, I really just lost it that quickly. I just seen it. Naperville is over here somewhere. I just seen it. Right here. Downers Grove. Downers Grove is right here. City of Chicago, Downers Grove. This is where this lady is coming from. Downers Grove, right here. This is Downers Grove right here. Little small ass little village. Nothing too fancy, nothing like that. You know, it's some nice houses out there and shit like that. I've been out there a couple times. But that's Downers Grove though. She was in Illinois. Wow. I want to watch this video now. Wow, I really want to watch this video now.
Stopped a vehicle on the 1300 block of Hughes Avenue in Downers Grove, an affluent village on the outskirts of Chicago, Illinois. This wasn't a routine traffic stop, nor did the person driving the vehicle commit any traffic violations. So why were they being stopped then? Well, the driver, 30-year-old Christina Formella, a high school teacher, had been the subject of an investigation.
Didn't I say that she didn't look like a day over 30? She's a 30-year-old high school teacher. So she's messing with high school students. 30 years old, high school. High school teacher, 30 years old, looking like that. Bro, I would have had fun with her. I would have been having fun with her. Man, bro. I know it's sickening to some of y'all like, oh my God, how can you talk like that? Why would you want to have some... Bro. You got to realize something. I come from the southeast side of Chicago. I'm wired differently. And everybody from the southeast side of Chicago is wired the same way as I am. We would have loved to experience her at 14, 15, 16 years old. Messing with a 30-year-old? Boy, we would have loved that shit. Man, watch out. You know what I'm saying? We coming from the south side of Chicago, from poverty and shit like that. We ain't got no hope, no nothing. And here comes this 30-year-old snow bunny that got money, a good job, and all that shit. And she's trying to come help us. You know what I'm saying? We would have loved to have her.
That had been opened the day prior. The allegations? She allegedly assaulted one of her students and believed that she was in a relationship with him.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
Officer Guzman with Downers Grove. Do you have your license on you?
Can I?
Yeah, I'm gonna explain. I'm sure you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You're Christina?
Yes.
Okay, Christina, do me a favor. Can you step out of the car for me? I know you're confused. I'll explain everything to you. You don't have anything on you? You can just grab whatever you need.
Whatever I need.
Yeah, whatever you need. Like your phone, your purse, go ahead and grab it.
Is she going somewhere? Or?
Yeah, we're gonna explain everything to you guys. Go ahead and grab it out. We're not going anywhere right now. Of course, yeah.
I don't understand what's going on here.
I get it, yeah. You can go grab your things.
Can he come with me?
Yes. You stay there right for right now, sir. Just
How
stay
you
there.
living though, brother? I'm good, bro. I'm good, Austin. What's going on with you,
Can I
baby?
shut the car off?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Goes off. Okay. Let's right back over here. So, we do have an investigation going on. We have to talk to you about it at the police department, okay? So we're going to explain everything to you there. It's not my investigation. I don't know the full details. We do have to bring you there, though, okay? So I do have to put you in handcuffs and bring you to the police department. Just to Downers Grove.
Handcuffs?
Yes, unfortunately, yes.
I'm like willing to go with you.
I get it, yeah. Unfortunately, we have to do it that way. So do me a favor. We just take this off.
Can I ask you
Of course, yeah. It's not, like I said, it's not my investigation. Obviously, we're here for a reason. So go ahead and turn around for me.
Now, to all the married people out there, let me ask you this question too. To all the married people out there that believes in marriage, because y'all know me, I don't believe in that marriage shit. That's just, I believe in God. I'm living a holy life. I'm 60 days sober. I haven't drunk no alcohol in 60 days. I haven't touched myself. I haven't touched nobody else in 60 days. All right, I've been clean. I've been pure for 60 days. I'm fasting. All right, so give me a round of applause for that. I'm trying, goddammit. I'm trying. All right. Don't judge me from my past. Judge me from my present and future. I'm trying. I'm trying to be a better person. But let me just say this much real quick, though. For all the married people out there, how would you feel if you was to find out that your wife is having a sexual relationship with a teenage student? Let that soak in for a second. A teenage student. Like usually people think they're gonna lose their wife to somebody that's bigger than them, somebody that's more financially stable than them. You know, somewhere in those type of lines, they like, oh, I'm gonna lose my wife to some shit like that. Never would you ever think that you're gonna lose your life to a 15, 16-year-old, scrawny ass, 140 pound, 130 pound ass student that don't have no money, still living at home, ain't got nothing going on, don't even know who he is yet, ain't got no career, ain't got nothing going on. You'll never think in the wildest dreams that you'll lose your wife to that. Pay attention. Pay attention. I just had to talk with my son. You know, my son, he's 13 now and stuff like that. And ever since he was about to turn 13 and stuff like that, I've been getting a little bit more on him about, you know, feelings and how you feeling and women and stuff. Because now he's starting to go through that phase now of, you know, he's 12, 13 years old. You know, your body's starting to change now. You know what I'm saying? So we've been having a lot more talks about that shit. I teased with him a little bit when he was like 10 and 11. But now I've been getting on his ass about it ever since he turned 12. And still to present day, since he's 13 now, I've been getting on his ass about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let us know what's going on, my boy. You know what I'm saying? I know you might not feel comfortable talking to your mama about it, but let me know what's going on. Believe me, I'm not here to judge you. Your mama, she might... Look, you my son, I'm your daddy. I'm not here to judge you. Everything that you're going through and about to go through, I already did it. All right? I did that shit 17, 18 years ago. And ain't nothing new. Let me know what's going on. Right or wrong, let me know what the fuck is going on. All right? And we can figure it out from there. God damn. And so far, though, you know what I'm saying, it's been a beautiful relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know, he like, man, dad, you know, this one, you know what I'm saying, girl, woo, you know, just talk to me, man. You know, I'll give you some advice and shit like that. Look, man, I just want you to be the best person that you could possibly be, man. That's all I want you to be, man. I'm not here trying to dictate nothing. I'm not here trying to, you know what I'm saying, control you, nothing like that. I just want you to be on a good path. You know what I'm saying? Because you're young, you're impressionable. I just want you on a good ass path, and that's all I want from you, man. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know what the hell is going on. But he was telling me one time, though, to make a long story short, he was telling me one time that one of the this was last year, one of the lunch ladies, he thinks that the lunch lady likes him because she's always talking to him, giving him more food than all the other students. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes she would like, you know, touch his shoulder and stuff like that. Always compliment how tall he is and how he's doing in football and all this old stuff and blah, blah, blah and all this old stuff. And for him to, you know, be alert to it, I commend him for it. You know, he's paying attention. That lets me know that he has common sense. You know, a lot of people wouldn't even pay no attention to that shit and just think that a person is being nice. But he actually seen it and was like, oh, hold on a second. Something don't seem right here. Let me talk to my dad about this. Hey, Dad, this one lady at the school, she's doing X, Y, and Z. Am I over-exaggerating or is there something there? And I'm letting him know, like, no, there's something there. There's something there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that, you know, you didn't know if it was or wasn't, but you still brought it to my attention. So, you know, I gave him a little pep talk and stuff like that and all that old stuff or whatever the case may be and how to handle the situation or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that he was aware and he was alert. My son is going to be raised with common sense. And I'm glad that he showed it right there in that aspect right there. So shout out to my boy, man.
So right now he's being detained, and there is a detective that needs to talk to you at the police department. So we'll let your husband know. He can just come to the police department as well if he wants to wait for you there.
I'm like,
I get it. You have a
I'm
lot of questions.
so scared.
Yeah, everything's okay. We just need to talk to you at the police department. That's all. Nothing else on your pocket right now? Anything else?
Just my phone.
Just your
It's in
phone?
here.
Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to sit in the back of this car. On the other side, once you get to the police department, you'll talk to the detective and he'll explain everything to you.
Look, she live in a nice ass
But you
neighborhood
can't even
too.
give me like an idea
At the
as to
moment,
what this is about.
Other than that, it's an investigation. That's all I can really tell you right now. I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you more.
Not much is known about Christina. Remember, she was arrested less than a month ago, so it isn't difficult to see why no information has emerged. But we do know that in 2017, she received a teaching license for language arts and as a learning behavior specialist. With those qualifications on board, she would
Learning behavior. So she's an LD teacher. Yeah, learning behavior, that's LD. That's like learning disability students that struggle. Cause I ain't gonna lie, my second and third grade years in school, I was in the LD class, I think. It was either second grade or third year. It was one of those two. You know, I ain't got shit to hide because I don't give a fuck. But it was either second or third grade or something like that. I was in the LD class or whatever the case may be. So she's an LD student. I mean, LD teacher, and basically LD is learning disability, where either a student is struggling for whatever the case may be, that they're not doing their work, or they're not performing as the rest of the class is, whatever the case may be, or they truly have a disability. You know, a lot of times kids are born with disabilities and stuff like that, or whatever the case may be. They go into LD classes as well. So it could be one of the two. You know what I'm saying? Me, on the other hand, I was just a person that just didn't give a fuck about school. So that's why I had to learn a disability. But you also had kids in there too as well that, you know, they just, you know, they was born with a disability. So, you know, they're not going to, you know, compute like the rest of the students is in the classroom. So they have to, usually it'd be one or two ways. Usually it's either a classroom solely for LD students, or they're in a regular class with a teacher, but they have a teacher that's solely for them. So think of a classroom of about 20 or 25 students. Those 20 or 25 students are paying attention to that one teacher up front, but the one LD student in that classroom has a teacher solely for that person, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that shit usually works.
would eventually go on to secure employment at the Downers Grove South High School in 2021. This is the school where the allegations would ultimately emerge from. She wasn't just a teacher at the school, she also volunteered to be the football coach, or for my US viewers, the soccer coach. So
Damn.
what was said to have happened then? Well, on Saturday, March 15th, 2025, the mother of one of the students who attended the school purchased her son a brand new iPhone. For those of you who don't know, as part of the setup process, you need to sign into an iCloud account, which is exactly what she did. She logged into her son's iCloud account. While doing so, she came across some messages from Christina that were in nature, and they also showed that Christina thought she was in a relationship with the boy. After this discovery was made, both mother and son would present themselves to a local police station and handed over the findings. Once a detective went through the phone, they found even more evidence that solidified the mother's suspicions, and so the next day, Christina was arrested. Police had identified.
So basically, the student was already trying to pimp on her, got a cell phone, got a new iPhone out of her, and all that good old stuff. But with a young person, they don't know how to cover their bases and shit. So for some odd reason, he went to his mama and had his mama help him work the phone and shit. The mama starts going through the phone being nosy, finds out the text messages and shit like, oh my God. Oh, he just fucked up. He just fumbled the bag. Whoever that student was, he just fumbled the bag. He had something so good going on. Man.
That in December of 2023, the boy, who would have been years old at the time, had been sexually assaulted by Christina in one of the classrooms. She had met him during football practice, but had found herself giving him one-on-one tutoring lessons by December of 2023. Her police interview hasn't been released to the public as of yet.
By 2023? And this happened and she got arrested in 2025, so a year and a half that student was having fun with this girl. So you talking about 2023, she was 30 when she got arrested, so she was probably like 28 when this started going on.
Yet, but an excerpt has. She denied the allegations made against her and claimed, quote, "Everybody comes after me because I'm good looking. I'm a good person and care too much for the boy."
Excuse me, is my husband coming with?
Yes, yeah, he's taking his phone number down. We're staying in touch with him. We're just going to Downers Grove, so 10 minutes away.
No, I know, but I really would prefer that my husband's with me.
Of course.
Am I in trouble? Like, I'm so lost right now.
I'm sure you are. Like I said, I can't answer any questions right now. Just to tell you that right now you're being detained for an investigation, and we're bringing you to the police department. And once you get there, they're going to fill you in on everything.
Finds out the charges.
Unless are you able to reach it down there? Sure you don't want a tissue or something?
I'm feeling I'm gonna throw up.
You want a bag?
Yes, please.
Alright. Shauna, can you grab like a bag?
You see how nice male police officers are to females? Like, they letting her have, like, she's charged, like, I'm sure those charges are felony charges. Why she's handcuffed in the front and not in the back? Let this would have been a guy right here. He would have been handcuffed in the back and all that bullshit. But since she's a female, handcuffs could be in the front and all. Lord have mercy. Y'all men gonna wake up one day. Y'all gonna wake up one day. Y'all be, Lord have mercy.
Bag on there.
Honestly, I can't driver. No complaints tonight, though.
Hey, can you get like a bag just in case she gets nauseous? Yeah. I don't know, do we have any of those Nemesis bags like laying around the spot? I figure something better than nothing.
See, this is why I get on guys' asses so much. No pun intended. But this is why I get on guys' asses so much. It doesn't matter the situation or whatever. A guy is always trying to be flirtatious and nice and overly caring over a woman and shit. Like, it don't matter what. This lady, from the charges y'all giving her, she's R-wording a teenage kid. And you're being nice to her. Now, let this would have been the other way around, and it would have been a male R-wording a young female student or something. You would have said, "Fuck you. You better not throw up my car, you motherfucker. Rah, rah, rah. You fucking sick son of a bitch, you." Like, bro, y'all got to start being like that on both sides, man. God damn. I thought we lived in a world with equals. I thought everything was equal. Everybody supposed to be equal. Why are some people getting treated nicely than others? And they doing the same thing that the other person is doing.
Or here, if you stay with her, I'll go grab it.
You should have fucked with a black student. That's what you should have did.
Oh my God.
You should have fucked with a black student. You would have fucked with the black student whenever I got caught. Fly, how do you know it's a black student? They didn't say what type of student it is. They say that she found the student do the soccer program. What black kid do you know is playing soccer? Either the kid was white or more likely Hispanic. So that's why you got caught. You should have fucked with a black student. You damn dummy.
What the fuck?
Stop hyperventilating.
Just kind of put it on the floor here, alright?
Okay.
A few paper towels on the floor here if you need it, alright?
Okay. Thank you.
I don't want to hear all that. That shit sound like she's trying to get childbirth.
Christina has since been charged with 1 count of aggravated criminal sexual abuse and 1 count of criminal sexual assault. At her initial court appearance on Monday, March 17th, the judge denied the prosecution's motion to keep Christina detained, and she was released on bail. Her conditions include no contact with anyone under the age of 18, and she isn't allowed to go back into the school. She couldn't go back to the school anyway because she's also been placed on paid administrative leave amid the investigation. For those of you who want to keep tabs on this case moving forward, her next court appearance is set for April 14th, 2025, so make sure to keep an eye out for that. There should be quite a lot of coverage.
There's this new law in the state of Illinois that's been in effect since 2023, I want to say. It's called a Safety Act, where Illinois now is a free bond state. Fly, what is a free bond state? There's no more bonds to be paid for you to get out of jail while you're going throughout your court hearings or whatever. It's all up to the judge to determine if you can be released on pre-trial. It's all up to the judge. And the judge and all that, they go off of your background and all that bullshit and determine should you get released off of pretrial for pretrial and stuff like that, and pretty much fight the case out there in the world and stuff. So obviously, she's a better off person and stuff like that. She ain't got no criminal record, no nothing. But it's just the simple fact that the nature of this crime that she's being accused of, you would think that they will hold her in jail because she's fighting a sex case where if she's found guilty, I'm sure she's going to have to serve some time, but she also is going to have to register. Usually people like that, I'm just going from when I see guys, usually people like that, they try to hold them because they see that they're a danger to society because their case is a sex case. They're a danger to society. Every time they see a little kid or something, they smell blood in the water. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my mouth dropped when I heard that they released her, because she's fighting a sex case. Usually they don't let people like them go because they're a danger to society. This girl can go to Walmart and see a teenage student, in the electronics section trying to buy Call of Duty BO6, and she might just have a blackout and might try to attack that person. You don't know. But that's crazy that they let her go, though. That is crazy.
Surrounding this case, as there already has been leading up to this point. Now, it would be at this point where I normally say a few.
And I'll bet, this is another thing that I bet too as well. The husband, I bet I wish I could have seen what the husband looked like. I bet the husband, he's so green and so square. After all this bullshit and stuff like that, he's still with her. He's still with her. He ain't gonna leave her. Your wife is out here fucking and sucking on a 15-year-old, and you still gonna be with her? Lord have mercy.
Words on the case, but because it's so fresh and given the nature of the offences, I'm going to give it a pass. But I do want to speak to parents that are watching this video. If you do have a child, then please make sure to keep an eye on what they're getting up to online, and from time to time check what's going on their devices if you can. Remember, a lot of these young teens and children don't realise that they're being groomed or especially by people in positions of authority. And recently, I'm pretty sure if you're interested,
I don't believe in all that. Male kids, for the most part. See, this is why, and look, I only can go off of where I was raised at and where I, resigned at and stuff like that. I can't speak for the whole population of the world and stuff. But here in the city of Chicago, these kids my age, well, back then when I was that young, we knew what the fuck we was doing, man. It wasn't we was being very impressionable. We knew what the hell we was doing. These kids are very smart these days. These kids are very witty these days. They every generation is growing up faster and faster and faster. They know what the hell they doing. You know what I'm saying? They choose to do it. I would have chose to do it. Fuck the bullshit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That video was crazy. Hold on, let me see. Imagine finding out your wife is cheating on you with a child. Oh, yo, total L for the husband. Total L for the husband. We're living, We live with a day 5 of divorces with, I don't know what that means. It's disgusting that she isn't treated the way a male teacher would have been. Yeah, see, that's the disgusting part about it. She's not being treated like how a male person would have been treated. His ass would have been locked up. His ass would have been locked up the whole time. Feel bad for the husband because his life is over too. Divorce sells the house, start over. Divorce sells the house, start over. I mean, she's only a high school teacher. How much does a high school teacher make? Like what, $50,000 a year, maybe 60? I think the husband is pretty much covering all the bases. I think he'd be all right. If a teacher is texting a student on a personal phone, it's a red flag. You saying it's a red flag is a red flag. I hate people that talk like that. It's a red flag. No, you're the red flag. She lost her job, lost her marriage, and went to jail. What a nightmare. She lost her job. Not necessarily. She's on administrative leave with pay, so she's still getting paid for it. Lost her marriage. Obviously, she didn't give 2 fucks about her marriage. That's why she's out here fucking on a 15-year-old. And went to jail. She went to jail for 2 days, man. Come on now. And she's not going. They're not going to lock her up. You know why I know they're not going to lock her up? This is how I know they're not going to lock her up. With the Safety Act, the Safety Act will also release you back into the world if the charges brought against you is probationable. So obviously, even though she's having a sex case right now, obviously the sex case can be probationable. So even if she loses, even if she gets found guilty and gets convicted, all she's going to get is probation. She's going to get felony probation, 2 years of probation, and that's it. That's it. All she had to do was spend 2 days in jail. They not going to lock her up. They're not going to lock her up. They not going to lock her up. Her crime that she's being charged with is probationable. That's why with the Safety Act, the main reason why they brought that Safety Act into play, because people was getting bonded out on murder charges. And everybody know with a murder charge, if you get found guilty, there's no probation for murder. No, you're doing time. So that was another reason why they brought the Safety Act into play, because people was getting out on bond on murder charges. So they wanted to eliminate people getting out on bond on murder charges. So since they released her off of the Safety Act, that means to tell me that her charges that's brought against her are probationable. So that's more likely what she's going to get. She's going to get 2 years of felony probation, and that's it. That's it. That is it. That is it. She'll be all right. I get my shit and I'm out the door. That's crazy. This pisses me off. Where was she when I was going to school? Facts. Where was she when I was going to school? They down there always fine too. Yeah, why wasn't she at my school? Right. Facts. That's the part that's pissing me off about it. That's the part that's pissing me about it. Lucky kid. The fact you call him a boy should answer the question. Hell dog. Man. That's crazy. I think I'm going to throw up. I hope she doesn't get her job back. She going to get a job back. Are you kidding? I would say, are you kidding, right? If she's convicted, she's going to prison for years. Then she has to register for life. She'll never be allowed to work around kids again. She's not. Y'all are stupid, man. She's going to get probation. If somebody in here is smart, they're going to give her probation. That's the whole reason why they let her go. They're going to let her get probation. If she's found guilty, they're going to give her probation, bro. Stop it. Paid administrative leave is insane. I'm not defending her, but she's been charged and not convicted. It's just happening. So if the school has to go through the proper step investigating before terminating her. Zero sympathy for predator. Y'all ass be funny. I like how everybody in the comment section be trying to act like they all morally right and shit like that. Y'all doing worse things than what she did. Stop the bullshit. Stop the bullshit. This video came out 11 hours ago. I wish I knew her last name. Oh, this is her last name. Oh shit. Oh shit. We could pull her up. Hold on a second. This is her last name. I want to see her. I got her last name. Hold on a second. See, one thing about going to jail, man, they put all your information out there. That's the sad part about going to jail. They put all your information out there. Why can't, hello? Copy. Paste.